I'm David Skulls, and I'm just been asked to start a video on some of the things I'm doing with raising rabbits. I use a lot of natural forage and so forth. And one thing I noticed recently, I found a book in a thrift store called Black Elk Speaks, and as it's told through John G. Nyhart and by Nicholas Black Elk. But anyway, what happened is there was a researcher back, it was around the 1920s, that went and talked to an older Sioux. He was kind of a medicine man, and he actually was involved in the Little Bighorn fight when he was a teenager and so forth. But interesting part about this book and where it applies to feeding rabbits is, if you think about it, how did the Indians, they didn't have hay equipment, they didn't have commercial feeds, how did they keep their horses going? How were they able to keep them healthy through the winter? Well, and if you read about some of the trappers and how they survived the winter and how they fed their horses, they did the same thing as the Indians did. What they did is they went to the river bottoms, gathered a bunch of cottonwood bark, and just cut off the limbs and so forth, and they'd feed the bark and the stems, the new growth, to their horses. Well, anyway, I got thinking, you look up in the trees and you just see all that mass, especially in the summer. You see all the leaves being grown, and yeah, you could save that and make tree hay. But what about in the winter, if things got tough and you needed to have something to feed your rabbits? We've actually have some other options I've been experimenting with. We've got, this is a Russian olive, and it's a nitrogen fixer, so it should have higher protein, but it's got some nasty thorns in it. But that rabbits love the bark on it, and it's an invasive species, and so is the Chinese elm or Siberian elm. And it's just, they really like this. This isn't quite as hard on your hands. Got little buds there, but they'll eat all this part up till you get about almost a centimeter. They'll eat the whole thing. And rabbits are a hindgut fermenter, which they have kind of an area in there after their stomach where they actually store a lot of the high things that are harder to digest, have a lot of fiber, and there's a lot of bacteria that works and helps break things down to make it digestible. And so anyway, I'm going to be doing some more experimenting with the rabbits, and we'll see how maybe I've done some already, but they love these. These weren't around the time of black elk, but these trees, they grow as weeds in everybody's yard. If you have neighbors that have a piece of their yard they're not doing anything with, chances are they've got, and you see a bunch of trees growing on them, chances are, if you live, well, they're spreading all over the world. Good chance you've got like the Chinese elm or the Russian olive growing in there, and it's an easy way to get free forage. Most people just haul it to the dump on a regular basis. Anyway, I'll do some more videos soon on things like sexing rabbits. Sometimes when they're young, they're hard to tell the difference. How to carry them without getting scratched up. All kinds of things. Let me know if you have any other things you'd like to know about. Thank you.